In this video, we're watching Senator John Kennedy. Kennedy on Hannity. The Democratic Party is out of control.
I am very troubled that you have senators and congressmen that are saying, well, you must not obey a president, the commander-in-chief's illegal orders, and not one of them can name an illegal order.
The last few days, Sean, have been surreal. I mean, honestly. Many of my Democratic colleagues, some Republicans, they've been acting like Jack Nicholson in The Shining. I mean, they're just hysterical. They've clearly exceeded the limits of their meds. They're running around. They call the president a warmonger. They call the secretary of war a war criminal. They're speaking directly to our folks in the military, telling them to disobey orders. They're out of control. And they're confusing two issues. First, legally, there's no question. You don't have to be Oliver Wendell Scalia to know this, that the president has the authority under the Constitution, Article 2, to use military force without congressional approval. I mean, he's the commander-in-chief.
Every president has done it.
Every president since World War II. I mean, President Truman dropped bombs on Japan. President Clinton bombed Serbia. President George H.W. Bush went into Panama. None of the Democrats said a word when we bombed Iran and took them out. So they're wrong on the law. Now, on the other question, of course, is a moral issue. Should the president be doing this to narco-terrorists, to drug dealers? And I think if the president were here right now, Sean, he'd look in the eye and he would say, these people are killing our children. We know who they are. We know they're state-sponsored. I've declared them to be foreign terrorists, which gives me the right to use military force. And that's what he is doing, and I think the American people will support him and will continue to.
The American people, I doubt there's anybody watching now that doesn't know somebody who lost a relative or a child to a drug overdose, be it opioids or fentanyl, that doesn't understand how real this issue is. The idea that you have 300 horsepower outboard engines and you're flying through these waterways, I don't think you're out there to catch fish. So common sense has to be applied. They are inundating our country with drugs. They're poisoning our country. And then on top of it, for no reason at all, even before all of this, they've been telling people, well, you don't have to listen to the president. What kind of atmosphere does that create?
Well, it creates chaos. And look, I've met with Marco Rubio about this issue. We've talked about the legal aspects, but also, my Democratic colleagues are saying, well, how do you know that they're drug dealers? They're not out there fishing, as you put it. Our intelligence is extraordinary. Someone in our meeting asked Marco, said, how sure are you that these guys are running drugs? He said 110%. Our military intelligence is breathtaking. And he's right.
Well, what's wrong with some of your Republican colleagues? Because, it's like at times, they show this weakness or desire. They want to show that they're fair and go along with the Democratic colleagues. No such consideration would ever be given to them because both Biden and Obama, and I'll go back to Bill Clinton, they killed innocent civilians, all three of them as president. Nobody ever brings that up.
Well, I don't mind my colleagues asking rational questions. I don't. Certainly don't mind my Republican colleagues, but there's several. I can think of one in particular on the Republican side.
Lost his mind. I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, he has just denigrated the president. He's accused the president of everything but abandoning his children to wolves. I mean, he states categorically the president is committing a war crime. These drug smugglers deserve due process. They've been declared foreign terrorists. just like Osama bin Laden was. Presidents have done it all the time, and you may disagree with it, but clearly under the Constitution, the president has the authority to use lethal military force against our enemies. And the idea that these drug dealers and drug cartels are not trying to undermine the national security of the United States is ludicrous. They're killing our children. The second topic.
Okay.
I am very
Trying to undermine the national security of the United States is ludicrous. They're killing our children.
Okay, that was Senator John Kennedy, and Hannity. The Democratic Party is out.
Mr. President, as you well know,